No matter what I do, and all I think about is you. Hey, when I wanna. My boo. Alright. Welcome, MC Pod, episode 3. How we feeling?
Feeling good.
Yeah, another day.
We want to thank you for our sponsored Gatorade.
Red Bull.
hey, that Red Bull gives you wings.
Episode 3, we appreciate you guys watching, supporting. Today, we're going to talk about 2 different movies and then make it into a little more just TV show-wise that's coming out. But besides that, yeah, first thing we're going to get into is The Watchers.
The Watchers, yes.
So, yeah, we had... Take 2. Take 2. We had the pleasure of watching this together, yes, right? Yeah. Well, these 2 movies we're gonna go over, we had the pleasure of watching them together. So, you know, yes. it's a little different vibe, but we love it. You know, The Watchers, first off, I'll say I was thoroughly surprised that the plot wasn't terrible, right?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Off rip, I mean, yeah, it's just like it looks like another weird horror movie. You know what I'm saying? What is it? M. Shyamalan. I always have a problem pronouncing his name, but his daughter, right? What is it? Produces. Yeah. It's like his daughter did this movie. Which is interesting, but I don't think she did a bad job. Actually, you know, I was surprised.
No, was this one of her first works?
I think so. I'm not sure, but definitely one of the first big ones for sure.
Well, that wasn't that bad for her first ever big one.
Yeah. So, but from what I know, but yeah, for the most part, I feel like the movie definitely exceeded my expectations, just from a horror standpoint. Usually, the storyline isn't super sound. There's usually a lot of gaps and holes and stuff like that.
Yes.
And they just let the power of, I don't know, either ghosts and all this other stuff, whatever, like kind of take over that and let that fill the gap. But the soundness of it making sense sometimes isn't really there. But for this, I was actually like, okay, not bad, And there was parts where I was like, what?
What's going on?
But then they kind of showed you longer down the line, like, no, we're here with you still. So yeah, no. Well, first of all, thoughts. I know you want to rank. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm not gonna. I thought the movie was good. No, I thought it was. I can see.
Okay.
I think I was like a C.
Okay.
I think there were some parts where it was good, and then some parts it was like how we said, what's going on, and then
exactly.
But nothing really stood out that really stood out for me. I thought that for one, I guess what stood out for me was cinematography. That was really good. Doing those those shots over the woods and everything, and going. I like type of stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Different appreciation for the woods, huh?
Yeah. Those backwards are crazy, dog. I kid you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So.
Yeah. No, you're right.
I thought that was good.
How they shot it was pretty cool.
I liked it. I felt like one of the biggest things in the movie that was kind of not the greatest was, the tone. I'm gonna say this tone.
Yeah.
I felt like for it to be a PG-13 movie, it's okay. But if it's a plot and scenes that look stupidly rated R,
yeah,
I need to be in those scenes, those characters need to be oh my gosh, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Not okay, it's all right, Johnny died. Let's just go back to the bunker. I'm like, oh my gosh, Johnny! Oh my gosh! So
we were talking about this, but it was I feel like because of that in the movie when people were when anybody would die or whatever, like where her like was it her fiance or her husband or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just in that, I was saying, a lot of them had been there a lot longer than her. You know, I feel like they were a little desensitized to the weirdness and everything going on. So
I know, I get it. So, I just think like if it's like, you know, I feel like this movie would have been more well suited rated R.
I get you. They could have done a lot more.
I think they could have done a lot more if it was being rated R.
Yeah.
The jump scares were great. I'm not saying the jump scares were bad, but I feel like you know, with the elements that they were bringing in, with like, I'm not gonna all spoil it, but like, you know, when you have different like, you know, entities like and like, you know, with like religion and stuff like that, demons and heavens and whatever.
Yeah.
But
fairies.
Remember
what I'm saying?
Yeah. You ruined
the fairies.
You spoiled it.
The fairies. The fairies. They don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what I'm talking about.
They don't know what I'm talking about yet. Because you know, after this review, you're gonna watch the movie. Yeah. But anyways, I felt like if they would have went to the next level, I think this could have been a better movie. I felt like some of the jump scares and the death scenes, it would have, you know, obviously they would not like, you know, man, it sucks that person died. It sucks. But like it would have been more. It sucks. I mean, it sucks. That sucks. But
sucks to die.
It does suck to die.
You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't know. Like, I want to know, but like, no.
Seems like it hurts.
Yeah. Seems like it hurts. Yeah. The movie didn't have a lot of blood. I felt like I felt like with the trailers and everything, I felt like this could be like blood and guts and everything like that. So that's what I'm expecting.
Yeah.
Even when some of the scenes when if there was like an animal or a creature, like if they grab their arms and you see it like go into their skin, they don't have any blood or anything, which is to me is like obviously if you pierce someone's skin, arm not gonna bleed. So it
you saw the red. I think it was just that.
But it was a
really like it was a slow bleed for sure.
Yeah,
how they had it.
Slow bleed for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
But I was like, okay. I mean, you know, I thought that aspect was okay, and then I think the movie was like how fast it was, like the length. I think it was fine. Yeah. Acting was okay. Nothing like no one's going to Academy Award for best.
They're not. I don't think you're. Yeah. I'm never looking out for how good the acting is in like a lot of different horror movies, stuff like that. But
this wasn't this is not supposed to be a horror movie then. This is if this was PG-13. This wasn't a horror movie.
I would put it in that vein for sure. I'll put it in that vein for sure.
Okay.
But like just because it's not rated R doesn't mean it's not horror. You think because it has to be rated R to be horror?
Well, I mean, I mean, there's movies that are rated R that are not horror.
Yeah.
But like when you have like devils and angels and crazy looking creatures coming out trying to kill you, that's a rated R movie. Unless it's like a Marvel thing or like, you know, if it's like
I feel like it was very tasteful where it makes sense why it was PG-13. I don't think there was anything in there where I was like, damn, that should have maybe been rated R. You know?
I don't know. I thought there were some scenes where they shot it where it was like, you know, when they pan down and you see something like coming out from the shadows and you see some. It was scary enough, but it wasn't like it. I think and I didn't even, like I said, I'm not even thinking too much about what the rating of the movie is. I feel like I'm too old now to really even care. You're 25. You're 25 years old.
I'm like,
you're still a boy. You're 25 years old. You're a young man.
Still a boy.
You're a young man.
I'm just a boy. You know, but what is it? I don't, unless they're emphasizing it about, you know, like the new Deadpool, you know what I'm saying? Okay, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be rated R. It's one of the like first rated R, like Marvel, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like big deal, whatever. Like unless it's that, I'm not really thinking about, is this rated R or not? PG-13. But in that, I do. I feel like I feel like the PG-13 mark was good for it. You know? And it helped with the how like it was kind of spooky, but at the same time there was like weird elements where it was more of a it wasn't just the like the horror, like more of the thriller aspect or something like that. But yeah, it had like, I mean, well, thriller and horror go, you know, hand in hand. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I feel like it was good because it didn't give too much gore, but I don't think the movie needed that per se. You know?
I think with the plot, I feel like I've seen a lot of movies, not a lot, but I feel like there's like a couple movies that pop into my head.
Oh yeah.
That have a similar plot like that.
Yeah.
I think the biggest one for me is
we have that big reveal.
You have the big reveal at the end, and I think that movie is like I feel there's a lot of parallels to a movie called 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Ooh.
I feel like there's a lot of there's a lot of parallels to that.
I think that movie's way better.
Oh, okay, yes, okay.
But
that movie's way better. But I'm just saying, like how it goes is like, is it really happening? Is this person crazy or da?
They milked the fuck out of that though.
They I know.
Once they came out with it, they were like, oh, they love this. Okay, let's give them something. They did like a TV show. They did like something, right?
They was
doing a lot.
It was the Cloverfield.
I was like the first little like install. I was like, oh, this is tough.
And then the second one was like, this is sometimes even I kind of feel like the second one's better than the first one sometimes. Sometimes.
Yeah.
But the first two movies were great.
Yeah.
The third movie was piss awful.
And
the TV show was piss awful.
I didn't even watch it.
Exactly. And so, but basically, what I'm trying to say is that I feel like there's some parallels with that movie. Obviously, 10 Cloverfield Lane is like a 10 out of 10 to me. But
okay. It's been a minute since I've seen it, so that's hard for me to.
But anyways,
flood the noggin with other things.
Anyways, you see like, oh my god, this person's real. You see John Goodman, like, you know, basically like they're just abducting these people, and they're like, dude, you're crazy. So they killed John Goodman, and just to find out, when they go back out inside, his fears are true, and there's alien ships just roaming the fields like they've been there all their lives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which is crazy.
Which is crazy. That scene was like, that's one of my my best, like, oh my gosh, like, whoa scenes like I've seen in a while. Anyways, but we're talking about the Watchers, okay? But
that it reminds me of that.
It's like the Watchers plot has a similar vibe to a lot of movies I've seen. So it didn't feel like anything was like stupidly original.
Yeah.
And so no, I thought the Watchers.
But I think I enjoyed the movie though.
I'm not saying I enjoyed the movie.
But I get what you're saying.
It's like a scene movie.
Hard for things to be original.
Next time I watch the movie, will probably be on like on Netflix or something like that. When I'm at the crib by myself or something.
The Watchers. Oh, okay, fair.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I don't know if I'm ever gonna watch it again.
All right, that's fine.
I don't know. Don't know if I'm ever gonna watch it again. There's always a couple like scenes where it's like, you know, girl likes a scary movie, put that joint on. You know what I'm saying? But like. You don't, so.
So what's your grade for it then? You sound like you're a little lower on it than me then.
No, I think a C plus is good.
Oh, so you're higher than me then?
I think a C plus is good. Like a 78, 77.
76.
You know what I'm saying?
76. Yeah.
Just keep dropping it down. 78, 77.
74.
No.
Like 74, man.
We're getting in that C minus territory. I don't know.
No. It's like 70. It's 70. It's the gas station. It's 76, right?
That's it. Yeah. Fair. No, yeah. I'll give it a 77, 78. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
77/70. You know. Yeah. But yeah. What is it? I think the one part you're talking about that I actually really did enjoy is what is it, when they reveal like kind of exactly how the monsters look. Yeah. And it was like my jaw almost dropped because I was like,
what is going on?
I was like, who are these Slenderman looking like, oh my god, like, bro, yeah. And I'm like, and I really enjoyed that part just because they did a really good job of building it up to the point where in that moment, you know, it's very rare for it's very rare for a movie to give you that exact feeling of what the character's feeling in that moment. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like, I felt it.
Because it feels like in first person.
Felt it 100.
Shot like
You know what I'm saying? I was like, Oh, that's what we doing.
Your mouth is that big.
Yeah, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Cut the camera. Hey yo. Okay. Now I gotta laugh like this.
Nah, bro, you good, bro. You good. It was all a joke. It was all a joke.
But yeah, what is it? Yeah. So like on that, they were way taller than I thought they were gonna be.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like Avatar who? You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's all an Avatar.
That's what I'm saying.
Like 10
Avatar who? Like this, bro. It was up to the. He was like up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I'll definitely say good movie. I think it's a good watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a popcorn movie.
Yeah.
I think it's a popcorn movie.
Yeah.
You know, you're not. It's not like you feel like you wasted your money on it.
Yeah, facts. In the beginning, you're just like, who is this white girl? What the hell is she doing? Like, what's up with this little like sad?
First part, I'm like,
what's up with this little sad alt girl emo like chick doing her little like sad walk through the things, blah blah.
Seen it before a million times.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's things you could hate, but like it's not too bad. For what it was.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, cool.
Next movie we're getting into.
That's gonna be the
Q.
Cut.
Q. What?
Q.
The Q. The Quiet Place.
Oh.
The Q. You know what I'm saying?
The Q. Oh, Q.
The Q. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Okay.
The QP.
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 Sounds like a club.
You know what I'm saying? The QP, not the QC. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Shout out QC.
Shout out to QC.
You know, QC the label, you know? But yeah,
you go first.
Quiet Place.
Go first.
Quiet Place, day one. You know?
Yeah.
First off, I forget how to pronounce her name, but great actress, you know what I'm saying? The main character.
Yeah.
I think it's Nat Wolf that they have in this as well. Sorry, big Naked Brothers band fan, so you know, of course.
Naked Brothers?
Naked Brothers band, yeah.
Naked Brothers band.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know.
Brother Man.
The Naked Brothers?
The Naked Brothers band. It's a TV show. It's a TV show.
Oh.
It's like a
So
old.
you watch a TV show.
It's an old Nickelodeon TV
brothers
show.
are naked.
No. Gonna get me canceled out here, guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're doing. I do not look at Naked Brothers, okay?
You're not a 69 guy?
Huh?
You're not a 69 guy?
I am not a 69 guy. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, I'm sorry. What? No. People who are watching, they know what I'm talking about. The Naked Brothers band. You know what I'm saying? It's an old show. It's an old show. I have like the second season on DVD. Your boy's popping with it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just okay. So the point is, it's a show about these two. It's a show about these two brothers who like are in a band. You know what I'm saying? And they're like young, but they were like super popping back then. They were making music, this whole thing, whatever. And they were like, their music was popping, and it was like one of those like, you know, another like, I don't know if it was as big as like Miley Cyrus and, you know, different stuff where it's like, you know, they have a show about them like making music and stuff like that, whatever, but also they're as big as like, you know, the show is where they're actually touring and stuff like that. Cause it was like a different kind of vibe. The show is kind of based on like a documentary kind of style shooting. You know what I'm saying? Where they would like kind of just film the day-to-day like reality style documentary of like them touring like in the band, you know what I'm saying? And all the people in the band are like kids.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? And like their teens.
I have a question. What does this have to do with aliens coming out of space?
So, watch the turnaround. You see the spiral? It all comes back together. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, okay.
All right. Where does the like killing people come in?
So no. So what is it? So both of the brothers still act, right?
Yeah.
And they kind of look similar, but they're like a couple I think years in age. But one of the brothers is the dude with the beard in the beginning.
So you're talking about
you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
and so like they're, you know what I'm saying? So like when they're in movies, I'm like, oh okay, like cool. But he does a lot of he's done a lot of like horror-ish kind of movies. Like what is it? I think him or the brother was in like what is it? I think it was was it Heritage? No, it's not Heritage. It's
Hereditary?
Hereditary. You know what I'm saying?
That's his brother?
I think his brother was in that. You know what I'm saying? But
he was the son?
Yeah. So what is it? But they both do a lot of different random like weird like horror movies a lot. They've been in other stuff, but
Hereditary is one of the goats as well.
It's one of the weirdest, whitest movies I've ever seen in my life.
You don't like that movie?
I don't know, bro. It's just like it's real weird. It's just I don't know.
Bro,
real weird.
It's supposed to be weird. It's a scary movie.
Real weird, but like
okay, bro, we're gonna.
It's just way too weird for me. It was just way too weird for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching. I was like, you know, and there's other fluctuations, but point is, I'm pretty sure it's Nat Wolff. It's Nat and Alex Wolff. You know what I'm saying? Who are the actors? But I think it was Nat Wolff who was the actor he's like the nurse, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Great actor, whatever. I was happy to see him in it, but like how they did him so dirty, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah, but he definitely did a really good job on setting the tone. The movie in itself, I would definitely say you're so much better at like grading things than I am. But I would say I give it a B, maybe a B plus. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Cause like I definitely say the Quiet Place 1 and 2, ooh, they up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? But I say like this one, I definitely give it like maybe like a 80.
8? 87?
No. 86. No.
Hey, cancel.
No, I'll say 85. I'll give it 85. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? I want to go higher, but like I'll let it ruminate. You know what I'm saying? It just came out right now. You know what I'm saying? We just saw it. We literally just saw it. We just got back from the movies right now.
We just got back.
He wants me to grade it right now, and we just got back from the movies right now.
That's the point.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not that easy. It's not that quick and simple, you know? I don't know.
But we are the movie reviewer like all-stars, like not all-stars, these are the MVPs of the movie reviewing community.
I'm the movie reviewing brawny, bro. You know what I'm saying? I still gotta prove myself. Hello.
The movie I felt like was what I liked about the movie is that I'm gonna get some water real quick. I'm kind of parched, my boy.
No, you're good.
I'm not gonna lie.
Kobe. Oh.
You know what's good? It's still recording. So my brother actually helped us out with that. So
we got B-roll. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, we should add the whole. I'll just cut this out. But like the whole like everything before that.
Oh yeah, no, it's good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you gotta. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a little more. Gotta have a little more energy.
Me?
No, I'm just saying like I like our energy.
Oh yeah. Like now I cut. Now I start again. So anyways, I like when it's like a movie that is like a disaster movie or a movie that's like, something that deals with great like an alien invasion movie.
Yeah.
Big sci-fi
guy.
Exactly. I'm a sci-fi guy. Yeah. And so something that's weird for me is that that no one really talks about for me is that I love opening scenes of like sci-fi movies.
Okay.
And so what I mean is that
Talk to me, brother. Talk to me.
What I mean is that
what do you mean?
So do you watch the on HBO Max I never played the game, but the Last of Us? You watched it?
No. I never watched it.
Okay.
I played the game. I played the game.
Yeah. So basically, let's say, for this movie, I'll give you some. Okay, I'll tell you how I mean this movie. So in this movie, the first scene, is coming in New York is regular, but you see like bits and pieces of things that are not like normal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the first scene, you just see like 5 F-16s just flying around the whole city.
Yeah.
It's like that's not normal for F-16s to fly around New York.
Facts.
Unless it's like some type of big game or like.
Still New York, but at the same time, you're right.
It is, but like you don't see it.
It would be even weirder if it was just some like rural, like, Kentucky or something. You know what I'm saying? But you feel me?
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. So, but you don't see, but you don't see.
I 100% agree with you. I 100%
You don't see
agree with
F-16s just like flying around like that.
I 100% agree.
But anyways.
Yeah, you're right.
So like stuff like that.
I'm fucking with you. I don't know.
Stuff like that. I seen when someone goes into like their house or something like that, the internet goes down. Oh man, the kids are at the school. Oh man, the teacher gets a phone call from the principal saying that you guys have to get the kids out right now. The kids are wondering what's going on.
These opening scenes,
like opening scenes that build up to that. Like climactic, you know,
them little breadcrumbs they keep leaving.
Yeah, the breadcrumbs that gets you to the big meal.
Yeah,
dang, that was hard.
Hella.
But I felt like the opening scenes of this movie was really good.
Yeah.
I thought the acting, obviously top notch. There was nothing wrong with the acting in this movie. I think the lead actor could possibly be in the running for a Best Actor nomination, probably.
I get that.
Or she's like in an honorable mention or something like that.
I get that.
She might not be top 3 or mentioned on the award show, but she could be an honorable mention. But she was phenomenal. A supporting actor, I never seen him before, but the supporting actor, he was great. Yeah, that you're talking about, he was great.
The supporting actor, I've seen him, but I forget in what. But yeah, I have seen him before. But
the acting was really great all.
And I do, what is it? And piggybacking off of that, it's very much it's very much different than the first two, where I do think the first two, like the acting was phenomenal too, but how much they kind of let it be such a grandiose like thing that was going on, but obviously it's in such a rural little like part of wherever the hell they are. I think like maybe in like the suburbs of like New York or
like
somewhere, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Like Nashville.
What is it, in the suburbs or just in the rural parts? See what I'm saying? Like the countryside. In the first two movies, how you kind of like see that it's a little less grandiose, even though the plot of like what's going on is way bigger. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I feel like it's harder. It was different how you saw the acting that they were doing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And with how how the show, how the movie was versus the last two, the tone of the movie was completely different than the other two. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they did that on purpose, but I think with that it helped the acting shine a little more. Yeah. And because how they do it, because it's a quiet place, they really try to show you how much the quiet is and show you the acting in the quiet. And
it shows how extra important it is to be quiet. Because there'll be sometimes, and I haven't seen the first and second movie in a long time. Yeah. But there's sometimes you can just hear like a little rip off of your shirt, and they can even hear that.
I'm telling you.
And they can even hear that.
It's a big deal.
So they really make it like obviously the two other movies. That's what the whole movie's about. But especially in this movie, it shows you little quirks and things that hey, we didn't even see in the second movie and the first one, even when it rains and something like that. That's when these creatures don't really they can't hear anything. Really, no,
but they, like I said,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they show all that. I feel like because from the other movies, they kind of show you that to a certain extent. It was a lot different on what they were trying to push. Like, there's a lot of different things that are new in this movie. Because like a lot of the different things when it comes to the monsters and stuff like that, if you've seen the other two, it's like, okay, this isn't like crazy new. So it was interesting where it's like they're kind of bringing a couple of those concepts back and showing it in different ways, but in the grand scheme of things, it was like they were really more focused on the relationship between both of them, and and like kind of building that. And like I was saying, like how they showed that relationship and how much they harbored on it, and it's very much them and them alone, and they're running from the monsters and worried about not obviously like dying from the monsters and getting away from them. But in a regular movie like this, when something like this happens, a lot of the questions coming through would be very much, oh, like, how are they going to get away? How are they going to do this? How are they going to do that? But that's not what you're doing, because you already have these 2 other movies that have done all those question answering for you. So you're in a whole different thought process of what's going on.
But even though I think what this movie is good is that it does answer some of the questions that maybe some of the people in the audience had. Like when I was in the middle of the movie, I was like, obviously, well, first I was thinking, well, at least talking, because this is based in the U.S., I mean, I'm pretty sure this happened all over the world. But unless you're on a coastline, if you're in Texas, New York, obviously California, Florida, or like parts like that in any region of the globe, like, over there, you're dead.
Yeah, that's
pretty
true.
much, you're pretty much like 95% dead.
Yeah.
Because the main way you can get away from them is by water. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna say that, because there are rivers.
Yeah. But the other thing is, at the end of the second, at the end of the second one, they do kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they figure out how to kill him, and then they try to broadcast that over the whole, you know what I'm saying, like radio wave, which they kind of figured out. So I would think there's a lot more people dead than like the people who live on the coast, but there's still some, I would think, survivors around, whatever. But yeah, it's definitely a lot fewer.
It's definitely I think there's it's a lot lower number than people living on the coast than are in the Because
they figured out they wasn't messing with water pretty
fast.
quick. They
figured that out pretty fast.
They figured out they wasn't messing with water.
It didn't take a 1 or a 2 movie to be like, oh, this is what makes them tick or something like
2 days. It took like a day.
It took like,
day and a half.
I think it was like
a day.
I think it was like 2 days probably.
Yeah. The movie was like 2 days.
It was like 2 days, and you hear like the government like going over like with a plane saying like they can't swim in water. Good for them,
bro. Because I was surprised. I was like,
done already?
I was like, okay, they're actually looking out for us. I didn't realize they was gonna be looking out for us. I didn't think they was gonna be looking out for us.
Man.
I thought they would have been there. I thought they would have been gone.
I thought they would have been skedaddled already.
Yeah, they actually helping us. The government helping us.
Wow.
What? Let me show.
But yeah, even like with stuff like that, I'm like, why would this go in the water? And then the next thing they're like, oh, everybody should go in the water. I'm like, oh, so they're answering questions, and so like and I thought like in this movie, even like when you're talking about the stuff that we haven't even learned about yet and new stuff, we never knew what the aliens like really looked like.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, they showed us. Now, how much you see them in this one is a lot.
Like they showed like making eggs and like eating the eggs and like harvesting them.
That's a little
it's a little different.
It's definitely I don't think they showed them eating like the people. That was, you know what I'm saying, like that was different. You know what I'm saying? Where he's like, he opens the.
It's like a xenomorph.
That was like.
It's like a xenomorph. He has a head inside a head.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But what is it? The crazy thing was, like there is some things where they do show new things where it's like them feeding and stuff. You know what I'm saying? He like literally opens the head up. You know what I'm saying? And then he's like screaming to the, hey yo boys, we got some food.
Oh boy, yo.
Dinner! You know what I'm saying?
They show we got some food over here. And you're like, oh man, get this. Bro, I'm gonna do first.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was tearing up the head, bro. Let me chill. No dick, chill. But but like there was, you know what I'm saying? Like
you don't have a Diddy ring, right?
There was feeding, huh?
You don't have a Diddy ring, right? No Diddy ring?
No, oh hell no. What is the, oh, no. You know what I'm saying? You are not gonna see me on the tab. I'm joking, but yeah, no. What is it? Yeah, but in general for that, like they show like a couple different things, like which I think is pretty cool. It's growing on what they do and things like that. But yeah, they kind of show what they look like pretty well. I think in the second one specifically. The first one they do not.
The first one they
show a little bit, but like the second one is when they really get into like really showing like they show them pretty pretty blatantly out. But I think it's different seeing them in like really close quarters in a house versus seeing them like on the side of the bay, like in like 4, 5, 6. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like going off of buildings and like flying and stuff like that.
Exactly.
I think it's maybe it's just because I just saw it, but to be honest with you, I don't really see a major problem with the movie. I'm not saying this was like Doom Part 2 or something like that. I'm not, because some of the visual effects were okay.
Yeah.
They're alright. Like when they do a close up to the monster's face, you can see it's kind of like kind of mushy sometimes.
Yeah.
But other than that, soundtrack was banging.
Yeah.
The emotions, I didn't cry, but like the emotions, you'll kick in a little bit in the last couple.
Soundtrack was banging, and in the beginning you was singing, sing along.
I'm like, whoa, alright.
It was tough though.
Yeah. And so, I think this was a 88 to 90.
That's fair.
This is
now, go.
No, go ahead.
I really do believe, even though it was pretty good, I'm always thinking, did you need to make this one?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I can see the need.
I feel like they didn't need to make this one, but they did a really good job in making it. I don't think they flopped on making the movie.
You didn't think they needed to make it would have been interesting to make a movie like this?
I think it is, but at the same time, I feel like they did a really good job on explaining what happened in the world in those two movies, where where a lot of things are going on, and you kind of know, you kind of have a gist already, obviously, just because even one of the characters that's in the second one, he's in this one again, with the black like British actor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The black dude with the family, the kid, and and the wife and stuff. When he's like with the cat and stuff like that, he even like has him like helps him up at the end, like on the boat.
Yeah.
He's literally in the second one, and I mean I like how they do that continuity where even though this is we're gonna make sure we bring him back, so you have that continuity, and he sits there and explains to I think it's Cillian Murphy, right? Or who's like in the Cillian Murphy, who's in number 2, where he sits there and explains to him kind of what happened on that day, and he kind of walks through what happens, and then you see that happening, and that's why I feel
that's why they didn't
show too much of like all of the process of them getting on the boat and like all that, because he kind of explains what happens in the second one. So when you see them going away from the boat, obviously they explain like they can't swim. We kind of know that already, but still them letting know like the rest of the people know, stuff like that. And you just see kind of the boat letting off. You already know what's happening because he's literally explained it in the other ones. Now, if you remember that or not, it's hard to, because it's like it's not like it came out yesterday. But
I think it's another reason why as well.
Yeah, but that's why I feel like they didn't harbor too much on showing the very much process and the angst and just the like everybody being scared on like how are we gonna get through this. It was like they kind of showed a different side of it, which I enjoy, why I was like I feel like it's a little different, a little off the side of how they did the first two. But yeah, I feel like that's why they kind of did it that way, just because like he does explain a lot of that, and that's why I'm like did they need to make this? It's like I don't feel like they needed to, because watching this I got more visually, and I think they did a good job telling another story. It's almost like this is a good example. It's almost like the Purge movies, right?
Yeah, I was really big in them.
But the one that they came out with, like a little more recently, I think is the one where they all the black guy's life. What is it? I forget which one. There's like 3 or 4 of them, I think, whatever. But like I think it's the most recent one. It wasn't bad at all. It wasn't actually bad at all. I think I enjoyed it decently, but they didn't need to make it, but it was just showing another side of somebody else's story through that kind of, you know what I'm saying, like through that experience. You know, like you kind of know what's gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's just like well, I mean, it's not the same as like just, you know, when they keep doing like different horror movies or whatever, and you kind of know the formula. But in that, it was like, I don't feel like we needed it because I don't know if it brought anything else to building the world necessarily. You know, like you saw like New York City and like how that affected it, whatever, but you're not like really building the world because you kind of know, you know? Seeing it helps, but I feel like you like building on the idea and what's going on, there wasn't too much that they built on, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't like too much like new information, you know what I'm saying? Besides, that was like really critical. But even though they didn't give you any of that, they still made a really good movie. And I appreciate that. Does that make sense?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
But yeah, so like that's why I was really thinking, because it's like, you know, you don't need to make any movie, obviously. But in that, it's like, was this necessary, needed? Because there's some movies where it's like you have those first 2 and then you come out the prequels, and that's really needed because you get so much new information.
Like when we talk about like with like comparing this to like the Cloverfield like franchise.
Yeah.
Paradox was completely not needed at all.
Yeah.
Like completely like not needed. And when you go to the last part of that movie, I don't know if you remember, but basically they go back down and be like the people back on Earth saying, "Do not come back, do not come back," because the ship exploded. Right. Like, do not come back to Earth. You're safe being on space.
Yeah.
Come back, and then you see a big freaking clover pop up like that's bigger than the skies and the sun.
Yeah.
And so like that's the only like, is that the same one? Is that the same one from the first movie? It's like it brings more questions.
Right.
There are not good questions. It leaves more plot holes than and then it has like, you know, leaving questions being like theorizing and stuff like that. Okay, you could theorize it, but like theoretically, like that Clover should be dead in the first movie.
Yeah.
And the second movie, there was totally a different alien species. It was totally different. And so, you know, I just thought that, you know, in situations like that, it gets annoying. But when you have like but when you stick with the same type of like plot, the same type of like aliens in this case, that keeps it like somewhat on the same track. Yeah. You might divert, but you still come back to the same one. Yeah. Not, you know, you start from one movie and you divert, and you're just spiraling out of control. You can't come back. You can't find where that home place is. Yeah. And so, I feel like this movie was pretty needed. Not pretty. Okay, I'm not gonna say it's pretty needed. Yeah. But I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad.
Oh no, not at all. I think the movie itself brings
closure.
I wouldn't say closure, but
I think they could possibly do more things. Not more things, but like maybe they could do like a one more movie.
You could. I don't know if I would be happy with that, you know what I'm saying? But you could. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like how they only way it would make sense is if you go to after the second movie and you kind of give me a full transparent hoorah, you know? Like we really are killing and killed all the aliens.
Avengers.
We took our no.
So you wouldn't want the characters from this movie that connects to the third movie with what's her name? Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, you're talking about the white lady in the first two.
Yeah,
Emily Blunt.
She's an awesome actor.
But no, if that's the only way. That's the only thing I feel like you can build on. Besides that, because it's like, besides that, what else could you really like plot with that? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what else you can like, you know, really cook up there. You know, with this concept, maybe there is stuff. And then it's like, oh, okay, like you saw something that
I was just thinking about it. Yeah, it's done.
Yeah,
So,
but at the same time, it's like, even though I don't feel like they needed to make this, you know, like they didn't need this movie, I'm not mad at it at all. And that's hard for me to say because I hate prequels, I hate sequels, you know, a lot of time because usually they do it on the movies that don't need them. You know what I'm saying? And they don't do it on the movies that need them. You know? Yeah. So, but yeah, I definitely think they did a really good job. It was entertaining.
Yeah.
I don't put it as high as the first two, but I think that may be the reason. But the fact that it's almost like they kind of just took what happened with the regular story and made a whole new story.
Yeah. Which
is beautiful. And it was a lot more. For how like dark and like crazy it was, it felt a little more lighthearted. You know what I'm saying? Just because of like the story they were telling, you know?
Yeah, it was good. But yeah, it was a solid movie.
I enjoyed it. And the ending was great, you know? They gave me real great movie fashion at the end where she's just like, I've accepted, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
And then all you see was like a
boom. Yeah, it was beautiful. You know? And I do agree with you. The start of the movie was phenomenal. Yeah, how they started it definitely really like kept you entertained. Entertained. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I thought that movie was pretty great. I think it was one of the best movies we've seen this year so far.
Yeah, I give you that. Yeah, for sure.
I'm not saying it's the best.
Full start to finish, definitely.
Yeah, well,
you know, as you said, this is his words, and I'm joining. As you said, there wasn't a lot of things that I saw were terrible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not necessarily, oh my God, this is all phenomenal, top tier, but there wasn't a lot of things that I saw were terrible.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll say.
That's what you said, and I was like, I can get behind that.
For this one?
That's what you said when we got out the movie. Yeah. You were like, there wasn't a lot of terrible things I saw at all.
Yeah, there was nothing in the movie I can like say like, oh, that was bad.
Because you pick up on that too. You quick to be I'm fine with that. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Nah. I'd be like, really? You'd be like, nah. I ain't fuck with that. Hey, kudos to you, because I'd be going with it. I'd be like, no, it was cool. You'd be like, nah. Why? That's stupid. I'd be like, maybe you're right. I'd be like, I don't know, it was cool. You'd be like, no, that was stupid. I'm like, all right. For the fact that you like, nah, there wasn't a lot of stupid things. Pretty good.
Man, pretty good. Am I like the Simon Cowell of like movie reviewing or something?
No. You're just passionate and you're honest.
So I'm like Gordon Ramsay.
And yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Who you be like who you be like?
I don't know. Hey, like I said, I'm the Bronny, you know what I'm saying? I'm the Bronny of the movie reviews, you know what I'm saying? I gotta prove myself still, you know what I'm saying? You out here feeling like you ain't gotta prove it, you know what I'm saying? You got it. I'm just trying to prove myself.
You could be SGA. You gotta be no Bronny.
I'm just trying to fuck with you because, you know, because of the draft.
You could be like
no,
Wemby or something.
Honest answer. I don't know. No, Wemby. You know what I'm saying? So tall motherfucker. Honestly, yeah, I have no idea. I'm way too, I wouldn't, You gotta give me that. I don't know. I wouldn't know. Tell us in the comments. Who do you think I'm like? Do you agree he's the Gordon Ramsay of movie reviews? And what do you think I am? You know what I'm saying?
You're like the Howie Mandel.
Howie Mandel.
Oh.
Nah, bro. Like,
yeah,
what are you talking about?
Bruh.
Like, I sanitize a lot, but not that much, bro. Not that much. You know what I'm saying? I'd be lotioning more than sanitizing. You know what I'm saying? Gotta keep them cocoa butter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that to do with Howie Mandel?
Howie's like super germaphobe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's like so nice.
Like, don't touch me. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit.
He's like so nice. He's like, oh my god.
Super nice. But still, like, he's like, don't touch me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a big, you know, I was a big AGT advocate growing up.
And they filmed that in Pasadena.
You know? Oh shoot, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
all the
I went to a taping a couple years ago.
Over here,
Yeah. But it's what is it? It's for sure. What is it? Great movie. Yeah. The Watchers, go watch it. QP, you know what I'm saying? Not QC. Mm-hmm. Day One, go watch it. You been keeping up with Star Wars?
Frick no.
You know what I'm saying? Because
no,
all I can say is any of my Star Wars goers, they're rotting right now. They're rotting.
Oh, is it the Acolyte?
Yeah, it's so bad, but like, yeah, it's so bad.
Yeah.
It's just so funny because it's yeah. You know me, I'm in my little, you know what I'm saying? I know, it's fellow nerds, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fellow, yeah.
I'm in my little nerdgasm, you know. Bruh, watched some of it and then it was, what is it? They came out with because I know you haven't seen it, so like I'll give you kind of like, so you kind of understand it still. Pretty much, they came out with thoughts of the show, like some of the different people who've like seen it and interviewed the people who've like made it or whatever. Mm-hmm. And off rip, before it even came out, they're like, oh, okay, like it's not terrible, but at the same time, the third episode is gonna be the most controversial, like it's gonna split the audience completely, whatever. Like that's the episode where it's like, yo, it comes out, yo, literally, I tell you, I watched at least 3 to 5 different YouTube videos of them going crazy. Just, this is terrible, blah, blah, this and that. And it makes sense just because they took what we know from Star Wars, like the basis of a lot of things, and flipped it on its head. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Force isn't really the Force. It's called something else in other, like, you know, whatever. And then, like, Anakin isn't really as special as we thought Anakin. There's a whole other things where like people are just pissed. You know what I'm saying?
I watched some of those videos too. I mean,
it was bad.
And so the last show I watched of Star Wars was the Mandalorian season 3, and when I saw Jack Black and Lizzo on that as one of the episodes, I completely like turned it off. Did not care about it anymore. First season was great. Second season was awesome. Third season was like god awful.
Yeah.
And so I was like, the drop off is like so drastic.
Yeah.
Like leading this to The Boys, I guess.
Yeah, The Boys. Let's talk about it. Hey, I'm kind of hyped. Okay. So you're on the 4th episode, right? I finished the 4th episode. Yeah.
Watch the 5th episode.
Yeah, the 4th episode, I feel like nothing happened.
Okay, yes, it's okay. So when I was going to that 4th episode, I was like, what is? I'm like,
yeah, this is just filler.
This is filler.
This is
like,
filler.
I'm like, I don't know.
No, this is filler. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm talking about, it was filler. It was a filler episode. Skip it. Okay, I'm joking. Don't skip it. I'm just joking. But like,
fast forward. And so I was like, this is. I was like, I'm already seeing this. Like nothing's like, you know, like standing out.
Nothing's going on,
like,
really. Yeah.
I'm just like, you know, we've been there, we've done that.
Yeah.
And so I was like, come on, The Boys like this?
Yeah, that's true.
What?
No.
Yeah, I felt like the first 1, 2, 3, and the first episodes of the season were like, pause on that.
The first couple episodes of the season.
Yeah, they weren't really like, they were good. They weren't like The Boys level good.
We just went a little side, you know what I'm saying? We went a little to the side, you know?
And so I was like, and all the local stuff, I see a lot of that type of stuff now in TV shows anyway, so I was like,
They always had that element though. I feel like they're just really I feel like they're doubling down on it, which I don't know how much I like. I'm just not a politics person. So like, you know, it doesn't entice me as much. I get it, but at the same time, it just doesn't entice me as much.
Well, watch that 5th episode.
5th episode's great.
5th episode on like Acolyte, whatever.
Okay,
like it's something like, you know how that went down. This one goes straight up like a roller coaster.
Bro.
Yes.
Oh,
like
I bet.
Very straight up. And so then it gets back.
I do enjoy it though.
Yeah, and so you'll get back on it.
I'll be hype again.
Yeah, you'll be happy again for sure. That guy that plays Mother's Milk He lost so much weight.
Yeah, and I
good blessings for him.
I think it was like a mixture of him losing a little weight, and it was just like people don't realize when you like have a beard and it's all gone, bro, you look so much different than people would think you look. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. What is it? The Boys, go check it out.
Boys, go check it out.
You know what I'm saying? The Acolyte, don't check it out. Unless you really care about Star Wars, then you can like suffer and you can internally cry.
Yeah.
But what is it? And
Penguin show's coming out in like I think it's around like July.
Yeah, when the Penguin show comes out, we'll definitely go about. You know what I'm saying? Go over that.
Good. Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty good. But I think that wraps it up for tonight.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening. Appreciate you getting to the end of the video. Comment, share it with some people, you know what I'm saying? Like we say, you know what I'm saying? Share with like at least 5 people if you want to, you know what I'm saying?
At least 5, yeah.
At least 5.
Maybe
5.
Maybe 6.
Maybe even 7. Lucky number 7.
Maybe
you feel
9.
Me? You know what I'm saying?
Not 69 though. That would not be 69.
Share it with 5 so you're not a 69. Share it with 5 so you're not a 69 guy.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
You feel me? So, yeah, please share, subscribe, follow the Instagram. Everything's gonna be in the description down below. Let us know if there's movies that you want us to cover, that you just want to hear our thoughts on a movie that has been out. Old movie, you know what I'm saying, that you think we haven't seen or we have, blah blah, and you want us to just, you know what I'm saying, like give a little talk about it real quick. Go comment that. Let us know different movies you're excited to see that are coming out soon. Let us know so we can, say we not on par with, keeping up. We'll go make sure we put that on the list to make sure we see. We'll go over it. Same with TV shows, And yeah, thank you. Another episode of the MC Podcast. My boy Connor.
Big Mark.
You know what I'm saying?
And then what's one are we doing next? What's movies?
The next episode we should be going over, we're gonna go back and we're gonna review The Boys, and then we'll also review Bike Riders.
Yeah, The Boys episode 5.
The Boys episode 5,
Yeah.
and then what is it? That wasn't Bad Boys. We'll also go over Bad Boys 4, and then we'll
You did The Boys episode 5 too.
Yeah, The Boys episode 5, Bad Boys 4, and then we'll also do Bike Riders. You know what I'm saying? We'll get into that. And yeah, so stay tuned for the next episode. Much love. Deuces.
Yes, sir. Hey.